Simply safe. In the other part of my brain, I'm thinking, it's amazing the criticisms of Trump vis-a-vis Putin and Russia. When you think about Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Joseph Stalin, Franklin Delano Roosevelt liked Joseph Stalin. The term of affection, Uncle Joe, was the term invented by FDR when it came to Joseph Stalin. You talk about selling out. Donald Trump hasn't given an inch of territory to Putin or Russia. Not an inch. Obama did. But Franklin Roosevelt beats them all out. Half of Europe. I find people, pseudo-historians, they go on Google and they say, actually, no, that all occurred after FDR died. No, actually, at Yalta, he laid the foundation for what took place. Stalin told FDR that the nations under his military control, that he would hold elections in each one of those countries. To which FDR agreed. FDR would die soon after Yalta. It was all dropped in Harry Truman's lap. But obviously, we know the history. There were no elections. No real elections. Stalin imposed puppets in every one of those countries. We actually have people who hate Trump so much, they now defend FDR and what he did at Yalta. And spin it. They talked about Japanese internment camps 3 weeks ago, remember? That was FDR. Franklin Roosevelt put out military orders to forcibly remove Japanese Americans and Americans of Japanese descent. 120,000 of them. Take their private property, take their homes, and move them into military camps. Joe Scarborough loves FDR. Jake Tapper loves FDR. Don Lemon probably doesn't know who FDR is. The point is, Democrats, progressives, they love FDR because he was a big-time socialist. But the things they're saying about Trump, FDR actually did. FDR actually did. Ask Chuck Schumer if he likes FDR. Ask Nancy Pelosi if she likes FDR. Ask the historians in most of our universities and colleges, tenured leftists, if they like FDR. They love FDR. And yet FDR was the closest thing to a dictator we ever had. But that's okay. It's okay, you see, because he brought in Social Security. He brought in all these programs, all these departments, all these agencies, the massive administrative state, the most successful progressive. Barack Obama is building on what FDR did. He was. And so we're to ignore FDR when it comes to Japanese internment camps. Instead, we accuse Trump of something he never did. And so we're to ignore FDR when, in fact, he kowtowed to the Soviet Union and surrendered half of Europe, where hundreds of millions of people were enslaved for decades. And FDR circumvented the Constitution repeatedly, and he tried to pack the Supreme Court. There's your dictator, the hero of the left and the Democrat Party. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.